Good morning and welcome to the Institute of Art, Design and Technology right here in Dunleary, Ireland. I'm your host, Stephen Adam. Today we have an exciting show lined up for you with all things inherently Irish. I'll bet you never knew what Ireland's national sport was. Plus, we've got a special musical performance from a Dublin-based singer-songwriter. But first off, what's the crack with Irish slang? We've got Anna from Japan, Pia from Germany and Boyega from Nigeria in the studio today to find out. How are you, lads? Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Now, don't be offended, lads means all of you. Anna, you're from Fukuoka in Japan,
Yes.
is that right? How are you finding life in Dublin?
I really like it here. The people are really nice here, and yeah, they help us like foreigners always.
Are they as friendly as the people in Japan? I found the people in Japan very friendly.
Well, Japanese are really friendly, but people here are more friendly. Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
And what's the one biggest change from living here to living at home?
Every day is like more fun than Japan. It's like same thing every day happening in Japan, but it's really exciting here, living here. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. Pia, you're from Cologne.
Yeah.
And how have you found adapting to Irish life?
Oh, it's very easy. Everybody's friendly, and a big difference is the lunch and dinner. We have the dinner in the middle of the day and lunch in the evening. This was a little bit different, but it's fine.
Have you gotten used to drinking so much tea?
Oh yeah, I drink everyday tea. Evening in the middle of the day, I never drink so much tea in one day.
Really, it's not a Cologne thing, no?
No.
What would you drink instead in Cologne?
Some people drink beer, but we drink normal things like.
Well, we drink plenty of beer here too.
Yeah.
But we're not drinking beer, we're drinking tea.
Yeah.
Boye, Nigeria, Lagos.
Yep.
And you're a magician. Not a magician. You're a musician, isn't that right?
Yes,
Saxophone.
I am. Yep.
Do you play much music here in Ireland?
Very well. So, in the last 10 years, yes, I've my own band project. It's a big band project.
Okay.
And we'll have played a couple of venues, festivals in Dublin and outside Dublin.
And how does it differ from playing in Nigeria?
Well, it's like selling my culture, because the genre of music that I'm playing is Afrobeat. And I remember when I came here many years ago, people are not so exposed to that kind of music. But I'm so proud to say there are 2 other Afrobeat bands now, between then and now. So my drummer actually formed his own Afrobeat band, and then a section of that band broke away to form another Afrobeat band as well. So for me, it's like the gospel is still spreading, of the culture,
And how long have you been here?
I've been here over 10 years now in Ireland, and I'm loving every second of it.
Okay, I'm delighted to hear it.
Yeah.
What about you, Pia? What do you think that the Irish lifestyle is missing compared to, say, what you're used to back in Germany?
I think nothing is missing. Everybody's friendly, and the daily life is really nice. And I like the school uniform. It's so nice in the morning. In Germany, I have no school uniform, and I need so long to be ready for school. And now I have only my school uniform, and after 20 minutes, I'm ready for school. And
how do you find the weather here? I mean, is it very different to how it is in Germany? I mean, we're a European country as well, so I mean.
The summer is a little bit different. The rain is sometimes not so nice, but it's fine. After some months, it's no problem.
Were you surprised to see snow outside this morning?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I've texted all my friends. It's snowing in Ireland.
Would you get much snow in Cologne?
Sometimes, but not very much.
Not at all?
No.
So you're not a skier?
I will ski, but not in Cologne.
Okay. Anna, you're from Japan.
Yeah.
Southern Japan. I've been to
Yeah.
Fukuoka. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh yeah.
But the weather is an awful lot better there than it is here. How have you adapted to it here?
Well, it rains a lot here, and that was the most surprising thing. for
Was
me.
it?
Yeah.
You hadn't heard before?
Pardon?
You hadn't heard before that it rained an awful lot here?
Well, I have heard it, but I didn't expect this much rain.
Okay.
Really like that.
And, okay, we're going to switch over to a game that we want to play here. I'm going to test you in some Irish slang. First one up for you, Anna. Crack. What does crack mean?
Crack. Like something breaks.
When something breaks?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid we can't give you that one. Crack's the Irish word for fun. What about you, Pia, okay? Getting pissed. What does that mean?
That you're in a bad mood, that you're not friendly maybe, that you are not funny.
It actually means to go and get drunk. And Boye, arseways. What does arseways mean?
Oh, I should have asked me the first two questions, you know. Say it again.
Arseways.
Never heard of that
It
before.
means to get things backwards, to get things upset. Well, you didn't know those
Something
ones,
new.
but you know, that's okay. We're going to take a look and see how you rate compared to some other foreigners. How does that sound to you?
I don't really know.
But I don't think that's what it means.
That's all I know. Apparently, I don't know any Irish slang.
I know this one, and it's like to have fun.
Like, what's up, what's good?
What's up, or what's happening?
Grand, that's kind of okay, that's cool.
It was grand, or like, it'll be grand, so like, it'll be fine, fantastic, kind of.
Grand means like good.
Taking the piss.
Means you have to go to the bathroom, I think.
You're like joking, like, are you kidding me, kind of? Yeah.
Take a bit or something like that. Yeah, I mean probably something like that's cool. I don't know.
Getting, okay.
After you have a big meal, you know, and you have to go to the bathroom, yeah, that's gas.
Oh God.
I think me and my mom means like you and your lady, right? Like you and your girl.
Me and myself.
Like me and my, like something that's related to me, like my maid.
Chill, like a boogie.
Yeah, Shalakabuki, I actually have no idea what that means. I've never heard that before.
You're walking down the road and you stub your toe. You're like, shalakabuki.
Oh my God, no idea. And it's really hard to guess too.
Is that a real word? Are you sure? Like at the grocery store, you know? I have nothing creative on that one.
No, I don't know, scoops.
I mean, scoop, it would be the same. Like a gossip or something like that.
Laughs. Your man, it just means like when you're referring to somebody else, it's like that guy, that girl.
Your man means like your bud, like.
Oh God, I'm really bad.
Nope, is that it? I'm really bad at this, I'm sorry.
Yoke. Yoke.
You're making a cake. Where's my yolk?
To get the opportunity.
Like you're not like around that much. You're shifting.
Kissing.
Do something in the wrong way.
Yeah, I think it's not like a joke.
A gaff, I think it's laugh.
Nerd.
I'm not gonna guess it.
It's like your underwear, like your knackers. Like. I mean, it's your knickers. That's your knickers. Okay, that was close.
The spice bag, so I think it's a bag of spice. Yeah.
Spice bag. Is that like code for drugs?
Sorry, what is that?
I thought I'd be better at this.
Oh God. That's bad.
Well, it looks like you've all got some catching up to do. Don't go anywhere, because after the break we'll be having some fun learning how to play Ireland's national sport. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IADT. I'm still Stephen and we're still in Ireland. Now, have you ever heard of the GAA? Or do you know what Ireland's national sport is, or that it's actually hurling? I've got GAA athlete Conor Bass to show us a little bit about hurling. Hiya Conor, thanks for coming out.
How are you?
Good to see you. So, you've brought some hurls, you've brought some balls.
I'm just glad you didn't call it a stick.
Well, that's a common mistake from someone outside the country.
Fair.
Tell us a little bit about the GAA. What is it?
The GAA is the Gaelic Athletic Association. It's about 130 years old. It was formed in a small town called Thurles, which is in County Tipperary in the south of Ireland. They call it the home of hurling. It's basically an organisation that covers all things Irish, all Irish sports nearly.
Okay, and how many of those are there?
There's three main, well, two like big ones, and then a third smaller, less popular. There's Gaelic football, hurling, which I'm going to show you a bit, and handball, Gaelic handball. It's quite different to Olympic handball or handball that you'd see around the world.
Okay.
It's very different.
And how long have you been playing hurling for?
I've been playing hurling for about 20 years now. I started when I think I was playing hurling before I could walk. I was about 2 years old.
And is it the kind of game that people pick up at a very young age, or are you introduced to it gradually as you get older in your teenage years? How does it work?
The way they teach hurling, you would be introduced to it at a young age, but the way they change the rules slightly so that when you're younger, they give you a modified version of the game. So you just play on the ground. You keep the ball on the ground. There's no lifting involved, just to get your hand-eye coordination in, and so that you can pick up the basic skills. Basically, you learn to walk before you can run.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you describe it as a safe sport? Is it?
No, not at all. It was one. I think it's been described in like big American movies as a mixture between murder and field hockey.
So we can see a little bit of it here.
You can see here in the VT, like hand-eye coordination is key. It's the fastest field sport in the world. The only sport where the ball actually travels faster is baseball. And you can see here.
So describe to us what's going on here.
This is an All-Ireland final from 2011, I think, if I know the game well. This is Kilkenny in the black and amber and Tipperary in the blue. This Kilkenny team has been, they're the greatest hurling team to have ever played the game. This man here on the ball now is Henry Shefflin, arguably one of the greatest hurlers to have ever played the game.
And is it true they could just grab each other and tackle each other? Are there any rules about how you can capture the ball from an opponent?
There are rules. Like to watch it, you'd think there's absolutely nothing to it, and it's just an absolute free-for-all. But there are certain rules. You can only hold a sliotar, which is what we call the ball. You can hold the ball in your hand for 4 steps. You can only catch it in your hand twice though. And between each catch, so between each set of 4 steps, you have to either throw it onto your hurl, or bounce it off the ground, or pass it to someone else.
Right.
Tackling, it's not very well defined. I mean, I can't just hit you with my hurl.
Please don't.
I'll try.
I'm frail.
Not to.
I'm old.
I'll try not to. But you can tackle by like just standing someone up, like nearly give them a hug, but you're not allowed to actually hold on to them. Right. So it's unlike rugby or say even American football, you're not allowed to hit the man except shoulder to shoulder. So right. If I want to tackle you, I can throw a shoulder into you.
Okay.
But it has to be shoulder to shoulder, and it's the only way I'm allowed to make contact with you.
So you're going to show us a little bit about
how
we're going to play here. What are you going to show me?
I'm going to teach a few basic skills.
All right. What's the first one?
The first one, well, if you're right-handed, you hold your right hand on top.
Okay.
Okay. I suppose one of the most important things is getting the ball into your hand, first of all, so you can win possession. So if the ball was on the ground, you hold her like that.
All right.
And then you would, to lift it, you'd roll the ball onto your hurl and flick it into your hand.
Okay.
So I'll let you try and have a go there.
All right, so roll it, so.
Not bad, not bad.
Natural.
You've done this before,
This is it, and you needed 20 years to master that.
Well, I'm still trying.
What's the next thing?
Well, you can pass it a number of ways. I could just hold my hurl quite short, and I could just hit it back and forward to you.
All right.
Like this.
Am I allowed to catch it?
You're allowed to catch it.
Okay, so I have to.
Oh. Sorry.
All right. Need some work on that.
Yeah. Now, the other way is because we're only a few yards apart, the best way to pass would be a hand pass. So
Okay.
I can throw it up and just pass it to you like that.
I told you I was right-handed. All right, so I bounce it to you in my hand.
Yeah, you hop it off your hand.
Okay.
Now
I've been
just-
looking forward to the next bit. You're going to
Yeah.
show me how to strike the ball, right?
Yeah. To score, or if you want to, like the ball normally can travel 80, 90 meters in one passage. And to score, the goalposts are quite like rugby. So if you hit it over the bar, you get 1 point. If you hit it under the bar and score a goal, you get 3 points. Now, to hit the ball,
All right.
you just throw it up and give it welly.
Okay, show us that again in slow motion.
Okay, so we call it the ready lock swing. So you start off in the ready, this is called the ready position.
Okay.
And then you slide your hand up there into the lock, and then you just swing. So
All right.
you just kind of throw it up and let
Okay.
fly.
So, all right, we're gonna put our skills together
I'll
here, right? You ready?
let you have a go.
Okay, that's how they pick it up.
Yeah,
Ready, lock, swing. So
Yeah.
right hand at the top,
right hand on top,
and then left hand above it, is it?
left hand just underneath there. Yeah.
Okay. How's that for a
Not
first
bad,
timer?
Not bad. We might get you into a pair of shorts and a jersey yet.
Oh, no one wants to see that, believe me. All right, we're gonna give it another go. We're gonna
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
What
no
all right, all right. Okay, that wasn't quite as good.
You're picking it up quite well.
All right.
Now, it doesn't look like a safe sport. That's because it isn't. In recent years, they have brought in a number of rules, such as safety equipment, such as a helmet. Now, the helmet, it has to have a face mask. Like, obviously, I mean, there's
Is there a
sticks.
significant risk of getting hit in the face?
If you weren't wearing a helmet, yes.
By the ball or by the hurl?
Anything, as in the man, like similar to American football, like you've got someone standing beside you the whole time. If you're running, there's someone going to run with you.
Okay.
So you've actually got you've got an opponent player marking you the whole time.
Well, it sounds like a sport I'm never going to want to actually play.
Well,
it seems very difficult.
We might try it.
Thanks very much, Conor, for
All right, no
showing me
problem.
that. It's
Thanks,
been
Steve.
really, really good.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can hang on.
I can
to
hang
that.
on to this?
Yeah, you can take that home.
Absolutely. That's absolutely brilliant. Bring it home with me. My parents will be horrified. I clearly need some practice at this, but we'll be time for that later. I think I'm going to have to work on my dribbling, but that's an issue for another day. Now, don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break, we've got a special musical performance from Dublin singer-songwriter Keith O'Connell. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IADT. Dublin singer-songwriter Keith O'Connell has just completed recording his debut album, Genetic Lottery. His music was featured on the open mic on FM 104, and he's appeared in the Songs from the Suburbs compilation CD, and his music has been played all over the nation on radio. He's been described as catchy melodic pop rock. Here's Keith O'Connell performing his original song, Tomorrow.
Spread your wings and fly to an enchanted place beneath the sky. Land with the birds and the bees, rivers, mountains, lakes and trees. Don't you worry about tomorrow, 'cause no one knows what the day might bring. So pack away your troubles, don't you worry about a thing. Give up everything you would and travel to a world that's unknown. You got nowhere left to roam, looks like you're lost in your room alone. We could go away together, we could live by the shore. There'd be no need to travel anymore. One for sorrow, two for joy. I want wings so I can fly. We could find our place in time. You'll find yours and I'll find mine. Don't you worry about tomorrow, 'cause no one knows what the day might bring. So pack away your troubles, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing.
That was absolutely amazing. Once again, that was Keith O'Connell. You can find him on Facebook under Keith O'Connell, songwriter, or just pop into some of the pubs around Dublin to catch one of his live gigs. Thanks so much for spending your morning with us here at IADT in Dún Laoghaire, and thanks again to all of our wonderful guests. It was lovely hearing from all of you about how you found the differences here in Dublin, and it was absolutely wonderful listening to you, Keith. Thanks very much. It was like having Billy Joel right here. Goodbye and have a lovely evening.